but being able to quickly drop them down like this and no indicator from like the sky. Like if I put a smoke here from front B, you're not gonna see it in the sky being placed down or anything like that. And you can drop down. I think more of like a newer skill that people have been doing is throwing the smokes like this and giving it a second and dropping before it peaks and catching people off guard and like seeing their feet is very good as well. This is what I mean about the creativity of it. You can just put it like this, wait for a second, see them a little, shoot them, and then the smoke drops. So, you know, making sure that people are on their toes and playing perfect. You catch them off guard if they're being a little too lazy.
So as you guys see, we start off 3A. EG's doing nothing currently right now. So I block A. I block A here. I do a one-way smoke A because I figured they may be contacting up A. We see two people at B. Egg has this line. Mid is open. So we have the information on B, but we don't have any information on the A and mid to start. The reason I'm doing this one-way smoke as well is because I realized EG's comp, they only have a Yoru. They don't have like a jet or a way to kind of like just dash through the smoke and make a lot of chaos, or a neon, for example. So this one-way is really valuable against them.
Hey guys, I'm Rossy from Team Envy. I'm with ZOWIE Esports Academy, and I'm gonna show you how to play the perfect controller. Hey guys, as you guys know, the controllers have a lot of picks to make on any map. You have like Astra, Omen, Brimstone, Clove, Harbor, all of these agents. But to me, the one that stands out the most and is by far the best one in my opinion is Omen, just due to the flexibility that he has and this ability right here, which I will explain, the Paranoia. The Paranoia is the single best ability in the game. It is super versatile. You can use it for yourself to get kills, you use your teammates to cover like a lot of area and you can help them, you can delay. It's just very, very powerful to use. And that is like why it's really meta, I'd say. Before there's like one ways, like for example, these are like very basic ones here, but before you were able to even like one way like the lobby, you were able to like one way the lobby like right here, and that'll be very oppressive. That was nerfed, but it's still range dominance, just honestly due to the Paranoia. And I will say there's also like little minor things, like you can TP in, teammates protect you, plant the bomb, TP out, like on maps like Haven. Even using the TP to be very aggressive, like let's say there's a guy close left, yeah, it's a short range, so the Paranoia wouldn't affect them. But if you like Paranoia like this and TP, the guy won't expect that, and it's a free kill, you know? So you can be very selfish and very selfless, and that is why Omen to me is super, super meta, because it fits all playstyles and you can't mess it up. You really can't. It gets consistent value always. On bigger maps, when it comes to the TP, like Haven, Haven's a pretty big map. Usually people are playing like the C position a lot, or A, doesn't really matter. Having this Omen TP to be able to rotate, get in their spawn, be very tricky with it, causes a lot of hesitation for the team, and just be able to quick rotate is very, very powerful, I'd say. And to me, my favorite ability, honestly, is the TP. Being able to play the verticality, playing these little off angles, getting a kill like this, you know, having the guy kill this, drop down, you know, play here backside, oh, you get stunned, they'll probably smoke this, you come back in here, you know. All the verticality on the character really makes it for very creative players to dominate, in my opinion, and I think that's very important. If you have a very high game sense and you're a very unpredictable player and always switching it up, this is why it dominates pro play, because all pro players are that. They're very creative, they're very smart, and they know how to position themselves very well, and this just gives another layer of just, instead of just being on the ground. For the smokes, I will say the smokes, since they are not like Brimstone smokes, they are very clear inside. Being able to play with them is very easy. Playing inside of it is very easy, and that's very helpful for like both sides. It is obviously like give and take because people can also go into your own smokes, but being able to quickly drop them down like this and no indicator from like the sky, like if I put a smoke here from front B, you're not gonna see it in the sky being placed down or anything like that, and you can drop down. I think more of like a newer skill that people have been doing is throwing the smokes like this and giving it a second and dropping before it peaks and catching people off guard and like seeing their feet is very good as well. This is what I mean about the creativity of it. You can just put it like this, wait for a second, see them a little, shoot them, and then the smoke drops. So, you know, making sure that people are on their toes and playing perfect. You catch them off guard if they're being a little too lazy.
Holding it down.
Okay, as you guys see, we're about to get ready for an exec, but we get picked off. So something that's very important here is that instead of smoking first here, I actually Paranoia so we can capitalize and try to get the kill. But unfortunately, it's Aspas and he has good movement and he got out of there. Like if it was anyone else, this guy would be paranoid and he would be dying before he got the rope. So if I smoked there first and paranoid, he would actually have the smoke to use the advantage to escape. But in this case, obviously, it didn't matter.
What is that movement? It's so good. Damn. Just out of there. Able to be caught and well.
So as you can see, I have only one smoke here, and I prioritize smoking off Heaven because it's really hard to go fight Heaven instead of CT. CT is like a little more open. You have more fair gun battles. Here you have to go up a rope. So that's why I decided to smoke off Heaven here, which allows Kazan to get killed. He does get traded.
To the chest there, Texas. Happy to clean up the rest of it though. So an instantaneous trade.
I do realize that, okay, like this is a 4 versus 2. They're gonna have Cypher ult, and I know the closest body is here in this situation, or a main. So if they're flanking, but they wouldn't ult if they're flank. So I knew I had to cover this body and try to make it a 3v2, which I allowed to because I use a smoke there. I get the kill.
He's in the ult, barely not able to get out there. Rossy happy to take that.
And the whole point of not smoking CT was just for this advantage, so I could take a gun battle because I can peek from the right side, the left side, top side. Aspas knows that I'm actually about to fight this, but it doesn't really matter because I have like kind of unique movement here where I jump up to show myself. So the guy actually shoots, but I'm moving still, so he actually misses the shot because of it.
Fight again as an individual 2v3. Good shots.
Right after that kill, I TP to reposition, which thank God I did because I would have got scanned from the dark. I was going to check the flank here, which is the reason why I did TP, to take the fight on the flank, to keep getting more isolated duels, but I realized like, oh, my teammates called out like, hey, like they're both here, so we know that.
Lighting them up, best chance in a long while for Envy.
Once again, same point as before, Heaven is really hard to deal with. So I resmoke it again to leave CT open since there's so many angles and they have to take the risk.
Deciding how they want to take the rest of this.
I know, a little worried about getting into that smoke.
Up the ropes.
Me and Egg decide to get in the smoke and we flash through and we get the trade here.
What is occurring here? Down to the 1v1. Rossy versus Zekken.
Smoke v smoke.
Repositioning. Stars available for Zekken to work with. Ult on top of it as well if he really wanted to make the play happen, but just the star consumed, drops down, forcing the issue. Jumping around. You would have heard that Rossy has jumped down here, but yeah, time running too short.
And that's really it, you know, I played the 1v1. It was kind of easy to play just because of the low time and he had to go half. And yeah, basically from front to back in the round is about playing with my teammates, using the smokes to give ourselves advantageous fights in the man disadvantage and play together.
On this map.
So as you guys see, we start off 3A. EG's doing nothing currently right now. So I block A. I block A here. I do a one-way smoke A because I figured they may be contacting up A because we see good 2 people at B. Egg has this line. Mid is open. So we have the information on B, but we don't have any information on the A and mid to start. The reason I'm doing this one-way smoke as well is because I realized EG's comp, they only have a Yoru. They don't have like a Jet or a way to kind of like just dash through the smoke and make a lot of chaos, or a Neon, for example. So this one-way is really valuable against them. But also,
back up into A main.
Even before they do this dart, we're calling a refight mid, and this is, since I did this smoke, it's blocking them and allowing us to have some kind of time to rotate into mid and not worry about the gap at A. So basically, essentially just using the one-way smoke just to block A main, so we have some time to rotate into mid and have some and fight.
Again, starting to shift back towards B.
As you see, we shift into mid.
They just want a bit of a re-clear in mid, make sure
the
no
smoke just is faded now. I call that it does. Poppin already rotates to pick up the gap. They kind of do some light utility here, but basically you see, that's the whole point of it.
Some footsteps are heard from the clone.
We stay in mid a little longer. I'm like, okay, I have another resmoke timer, so I do the smoke. So you'll see after I throw the smoke, I'll have another smoke coming up in a couple seconds. So I block to give myself time. As you see, I have 5 seconds left on the smoke, and I get here in time.
Opportunities to spam out from Heaven.
But Envy has gambled the wrong side. They'll only have 2 players here. Support is far.
Once again, I want to smoke again. They do actually a good job here. Pull back the smoke to nullify my smoke. But as soon as I see this, I dodge the drone. And I know, hey, like the Yoru can only go through here. Everyone enters through here. So I set up my Paranoia. I wait for the TP to take this TP. He TPs, I Paranoia. And the one thing that's very important is I actually do my Paranoia a little more left than straight. So like someone here technically maybe wouldn't get hit, But I know that since this is one way, this guy has to be here to watch the gap, and it actually hits him, and it allows me to swing and kill DJs in for free here.
As well. These players are spotted, but the flash hits him. Poppin falls away as Rossy takes
Which I
the
do.
kill.
It also helps Poppin drop down if you needed to. I TP out here once again to quickly
Now less than
reposition.
30 seconds. Evil G
I was actually, you guys already saw the drill here to clear me. I wasn't actually sure though if it was used. So I TP'd to this corner, and I realized, oh, I got stunned. He can drill and kill me. So I just TP'd again to get to a safe position to get a regroup with my teammates.
geniuses trying to fight into backside.
I swing with Kesnet here. I'm just holding his gap while he fights with his shield.
Timing that one out as the swing comes in. Kesnet gets the first. Primes another shield, goes down through the flash, and now just 10 seconds left. It's starting to be a little bit of a mess.
And yeah, Inspire gets really good kills here, and we trade on and win the round. So basically just run the back. Just the main thing of this round, or in general, is just using the smokes to like block gaps so you can refund another area, delaying them, and understanding how you can use the Paranoia and just dominate another team just depending on what's going on in the round.
I do like this approach. They get
So as you see, EG does a cool Euro play, and with the breach stun combo, Hunter is hiding in the smoke.
Might have just been seen there.
I know as a Viper player that his smokes are about to go down because he's had him popped up for a while. So I see his position here. I could give him a smoke maybe here or on the right side, but I realized I have to give him the mid-side smoke so that he's allowed to make a decision. He can get into the smoke, he can play backside and have this side covered, or he can just escape. But I gave him a guaranteed way to get out and give him multiple options within this round.
I think Jizen sees that.
As you see, he uses the smoke right here to be able to cross, and I isolate the fighting as DJZ to get the kill. He mollies, he does fantastic here, and also the smoke allows him to get back in, allows the Exor to flood.
He is digging in firmly as the rest of Envy approaches. Operator now peering out of heaven.
And yeah, he makes this great play.
Takes his shot, takes his time, and again he falls for 3 for 4.
So very simple round, but couldn't have happened without the smoke, and he did honestly fantastic in the bomb site. Here's another example of the same exact thing.
Feeling the sting just a little bit. Need 4 rounds here, tie things up. And it's going to be Poppin tasked with the operator duty. Back in mid right now. The rifle work in this round.
Once again, doing the same one-way smoke. These guys have the one-way to nullify it.
Pow post up in mid, a TP to get him out. And that
so right now in this moment, I realize they have these Vita Wall, Astra Wall, and Breach Ult. And we have really good retake ults. For me, all I'm trying to do here is to show myself so that he could use his Breach Ult.
As well.
So he can use his Breach Ult on me and waste it.
Re-clear attempt with a drone or a dart.
As you see, he's already holding it out.
From Envy. Rossy just needs to find something here and fall away. Doesn't even challenge.
So honestly, I saw the drone and I was like, if I get tagged, it'd be really tough. It would be really tough. So I just built the side smoke here, and they have to respect it because they can't clear. The drone always goes right, and they have to clear it. And I was shown to play like in the side before, which made me use the Breach Ult, which was very nice. Instantly after, I actually keep the CD space and giving up the Astra Wall because I can see over a little bit. I realized I hold the space.
And now the kidnap. That's the planter. That's Calm. Picked up by Kesnet. Kesnet, what have you got? He's got Calm. And now Envy could take their time on the retake, but with Poppin falling, things start to equalize. Inspire take.
So just simple Paranoia for my teammate left.
Now without that lurk coming in, EG need to fight forward. But that goes horribly wrong as well.
As soon as this happens, I see that my teammates are not like fighting or anything. Like my teammates are all fighting from like heaven and here, and they're out. So I just smoke off A main just so they have an easier way to deal with this. Honestly, kind of a bad smoke. Actually, I probably should just connect it to make it better, so it's easier fight here. But yeah, we end up winning the round. And yeah, that's just that simple smoke baited out the Breach Ult and helped us win the round. Because if they had it in the post lane, we definitely would have lost.
Thank you guys for tuning in to the ZOWIE Esports Academy. I hope you guys picked up some great tips. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure to let us know in the comments what you would like to learn in the future so we can make it into a video. And remember, always strive for perfection.